Hello, by watching this video. My name is Respot, and welcome back to Don't Get Your Hopes Up, because we ain't getting no apartment today, but we're gonna go and continue on, as we don't have a single viewing open, which is a problem, but you know what, fine, whatever. When you open up your laptop in the next morning, the ritual is interrupted by a rejection. It's an email from the agent who showed you the Richterstadt apartment on Sunday, Professor Dr. Landlady's apartment. Thank you for your visit and your documents, it reads. Your just bid over asking price was carefully considered. Unfortunately, the landlady decided to proceed with other candidates. I wish you all the best in finding suitable living space in this competitive market. The email leaves a vast, uneasy silence in its wake. Despite the hundreds of ghostly conversation threads and rental rejections these last months, this one pierces your resolve. The ritual takes on a meditative quality. Oh, okay. Oh, God. How much do I think I can get? Come on, tap, tap, tap. Oh, God, come on. Come on. I'm not on pace. I'm not on pace. I'm not on pace. Can I get really, really... Oh, no, 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 no. I fell behind. I fell behind. I fell behind. I fell behind. I want to hit under. I want to hit under. I want to hit under. I'm going to be short. I'm going to be short like 5. How did I know for a fact it was going to be 5? Alright. I started slipping up for a second then. Alright, that's that then. Defeated and demoralized, you make plans to meet your friend at their favorite bar. You try to ground yourselves in the comfort of numbers. 248 applications this week alone and 2 active offers. Everything will be working out in the end, right? No, I'm going to take that as a no screen right about there. Alright. The afternoon melts in pleasant company. Your conversations in Amsterdam inevitably turn about rants into housing or visas. The shared silence is a sense of betrayal. That the privilege you enjoyed in your home country amounts to little here. Over drinks, our creeping unease withers in the light of our friends' concerns, as they share rental techniques, superstitions, and wild rumors. A friend of a friend reportedly found a place after making an offering at a local Buddhist temple. We can try that. Another hired a coder on Taboo to crack the Wallow algorithm. We should not try that. One suggested enthusiastic responses to rejection emails. You'd be surprised how many tenants ghost on offers. 3 drinks turn into 5, then multiple nightcaps. Your bike ride home is happy and delirious. Had a beer with friends, so Grey Heron. It's a friend today pronounced us the least lonely of all the exiles from our previous home. We are touched. A sudden buoyant sense of real life here. A detail in the shadows, a scaffold for our future. End of day, 203 offers submitted. That's crazy. Thursday, we got 2 viewings today? We lit. We up and around. Today's a busy day with 2 viewings. Both seem too good to be true. Normal houses at reasonable prices. What's the catch, you find yourself asking? Normal is a cause for concern. There's one oddity to both viewings today, but you want to get through the ritual first. Oh God, oh God, oh God, God, I'm behind pace again. Hurry up. Focus, 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 focus. I'm done. Let's just do 1 on each. I did it again. That's crazy. All right, let me stop doing the back and forth thing. Let me just spam a ton from one side and spam a ton on the other side, stuff like that. So he's using at the edge of the city. First in the south, then newest Lotson in the west. Both for some reason are scheduled in the evening. You and Jan sit out after work. It is the hour of the hockey girls. You bike past Amstel Park. The roads widen and the buildings recede. Parking lot sprout and space is vacated. Okay, Thursday, 7:40 a.m. It's a beautiful day. 17:40, so 5:40 p.m. It's a beautiful day with rare blue skies in the winter. Your navigation app insists that his apartment you're visiting does not exist. In his email, the housing agent instructions were delirious. Look for a provocative outline of number 193. There's no bell to buzz, only a calling to answer. There is indeed no buzzer for 193, no nameplate. You message the agent, we're here. A second, and the door swings open. As if on cue, the weather turns. An ominous gray warps over the sky. The landing smells like mold and disaffected, like mass market fish sauce. You walk up past the identical doors, 187, 189, 191, and the corridor does not end where it should end. And possibly long lines of pigeons sit in between you and the entrance of the viewing. They don't fly away on approach. The windows in the numbers 193 are covered with black shop stutters. The front door is solid steel and secured with bolts. An escape room? Jan sounds both exhausted and excited. The agent, who appears to be dressed up for the wrong century, waves you over. He looks at his pocket watch. You have to enter at sunset. Remember, there is no light inside. What do you mean, no lighting? The agent taps on a device on the next door and it hisses open. Silence is highly encouraged. We step into the landing beyond the airlock door. Oh, God. Which seems to slip behind us, leaving us in complete darkness. It's hot in here, damp and muggy. Sweat snails down your spine. You wait for the shape of the house to resolve, but your eyes don't adjust. Then you remember you still have your cell phones. Even with the light, the apartment hides in shadow. It is obvious that something is wrong with this place. The wrongness is deafening and shrieking. Yet, you can hear and see only silence. We're in a swamp. There's no walls here, only a vague sense of shape. A boundary of fog and mist like a swarm of moths. You smell ash and trigger? Your feet step in a sludge of green slime and swirling mud. Something moves under your feet. You walk on. Oh, God. Hello. God, you see hoverflies that have disappeared from the Netherlands into the next domino, the fall of nitrogen overuse, pesticide accumulation, and biodiversity collapse. You spot a snouted dronefly and the greater orange-thighed leafwalker, the bumblebee pondfly, the bogan swampfly, and the more you can't identify. Okay. You see a particular meadowbone, the Kemphan. Once ubiquitous, now reduced to a dozen breeding pairs and carefully managed reserves. You see a creature nearly wiped out in the northwestern European by its intensive architecture. You see moths, these enigmatic night visitors we know little about. New species are discovered every year in the Netherlands, just as many others disappear without a trace. You think that you spot a stunning beehawk and moth with translucent wings, which has been here since 1995. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. The leaf pinecone thing up there. You see a black-blue Rapunzel, once a breathtaking sight in the grasslands in Old Oaks Forest, now barely alive in the new neurotic unbanned pockets. You see a plant pummeled by soil desiccation and decline of pollinator colonies driven near extinction in the wild. Okay. Is there anything else for me to look at? Thought that was it. Oh, to the side. Go deeper in the apartment. Are you sure you can? I guess so. This is a frightening place. Despite the life around you, there is no birdsong, no chittering insects, no flowing water. The swamp seems to hold its breath, biding its time. Are we meant to be custodians here, gardeners? Is this the vault that we're meant to protect? The answer is immediate and forceful. No. This isn't natural. This is a scorecard of species for a garden and a compensation. This is the swamp this country is built on. You're telling me the swamp is in our landlord? God, I hate those eyes. You see lichens, astonishing colors, many 66 known species in the Netherlands. Okay. You see orange really lie. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read every single one of these at this point. You see a critically endangered fire salamander, suspectable deadly invasive fungal infection that has wiped out much of the range of the Low Countries. You see a Scots pine disappeared due to the existence of mining. Okay. Well, how you doing back there, buddy? Yeah, we'll go deeper. Why are we here? Why are we even allowed to best tenants here? Maybe a forced us look to remind us that nothing is ever entirely new. Maybe because this is a tomb, a table of trauma. Maybe because of our systems, we need to be complete, and we complete the system. We're not sure how long we explore the song. So up in the land and embedded in the earth. The apartment seems to go on forever. Every time you reach an edge, there seems to be more to see, whether we want to or not. When the agent enters the airlock, he finds us leaning against a patch of soil, our expressionless, unreadable. A fugue state, he calls it. We apologize and leave. Over a dark chocolate sorbet in a nearby, we address the question. Should we apply to rent the apartment? Yeah, we should overbid. It'd be great for our proximity with no visitors and all. I didn't see a fridge, but we could put one in the airlock. It's 100%. You know, you got to go overbid at this point, because I don't think we're going to get it otherwise. After drinking a snack, you bike over to your second viewing. God, I forgot there was a second viewing. Were we not there like all overnight or something like that? Okay, never mind. Thursday, 9:50. Okay, God, 7:50 p.m. All right. The apartment does not have a front door. In its place is a revolving turnstile gate. The gate is blocked by a person in a formal black shirt that reads staff. They smile at you and waving a small device in your direction. Tickets, please. We're here for the viewing. Ah, yes, of course. Please step right in. The curator will be with you shortly. They hand you a flyer as you enter. Okay, the Amsterdam House describes the okay, shelter. Okay, temporary exhibition under construction. Room E, bedroom, room and hallway. Room D, in, out, room kitchen. This looks nice. Housing crisis. Amsterdam has a major housing shortage. Waiting list is affordable too long. Rent's too high. Spending repeat. Tracing the city in shelter. Explores ways. Build an immersive experience that visitors can freely move through. This mission highlights embodied everyday facets of the domestic life in crisis. Bringing together. Oh my God, this is an art project. The house is a topography of our intimate being and externalization of our continuum. Are you kidding me? Is this this is literally just gonna be a... The apartment leaves you both disoriented. Has an unsettling familiarity, yet nothing matches or fits or coheres. Every room seems to switch colors, material, or decoration choices. Like it was being put together by a committee. We take random turns, doubling back and onto ourselves. You pass more staff members, all with beautiful smiles, but zero answers. The curator finds you on the 5th walkthrough. Welcome, welcome. I'm the curator. I hope you have a good look through the expedition. We're so close to the finish line. It's all so exciting. What's across the finish line? The opening, of course, the Museum of Housing Crisis, and our permanent exposition. He gestures around him grandly, and perhaps his gesture encompasses you, with you as the linchpin of our experience. The curator notices your blank expressions. Allow me to explain. If you are selected this apartment, you'll be offered a temporary contract as a tenant. You will, I hope, continue your idiocratic, unique lives here. The granular derail of your lives is what our visitors want to see, to feel the experience, to share. We open Tuesday, Sunday, 12 noon to 8 p.m. Staff will be on site from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. Private bathroom hours can be arranged in advance to the consultation of the museum staff. All items used within the house must be signed over to the museum's archives, and the curator looks giddy and pauses for dramatic facts. We see that your life in this apartment as a work, immersive, and provides some performance art. With your permission, some of those could be recorded. Depending on the visitor feedback, we're open to acquiring these works to be a part of our Board of Trustees' prestigious private collection. The curator beams. I look forward to reading your application. Left alone, we wander to the exit. You notice a small museum gift shop just outside the front door. Later, over Surinese Broges in the nearby Togo, we address this question. Should we apply to rent the apartment? We should definitely overbid for this one. I've always had an exposition streak, haha, and the possibility of payday as a performance artist feels like a promising solution to our financial prosperity. You bike back home, exhausted. That's lit! We good! We in a good spot right there. I will take that very much so. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end off this video here. I think we're going to save here into page 1. Oh my god, why is there so many save spots? Why do you have so many? You know what? I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. 12, 13. How many pages you got? What the hell? Okay, you know what? Not, like I said, not gonna complain. Not gonna complain whatsoever. But this game's so crazy right now. I love it. I love it so much. But other than that, I would love to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy. Just really appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Can you tell me there's an issue? I've seen it crowded all around you. Why can't you tell me there's an issue you've seen before? Or maybe can